What's up, guys? We are back here at the Park Performance Garage today, and we wanted to give you a little update. We've been super smoked busy in the shop, and because of that, we've not been bringing you a ton of content. I have been sending the boys out. We've been running and gunning, so you've gotten a little bit of content of us checking out, looking for a new place to call home, looking at one of the front runners of the places that we wanted to call home, and you just haven't been able to get any actual content. So we wanted to kind of bring you up to date on where we're at on projects in the shop. So that's where we're at today. First up is this Ruby Red GT. This is a 15 to 17 car, and we are actually in the process currently of doing a Hellion twin turbo top mount kit. This particular vehicle is going to be a host of upgrades, not just the turbo kit. We're doing a fuel system with it as well. We'll be putting on a set of bigs and littles for them as well. This thing should be in the 800 to 900 horsepower category when we're done with the full project. Lund Racing is on board to help us with the tuning once we get everything installed and ready to rock and roll. And our goal is to have this thing wrapped up and back to the customer here shortly. We've got a couple of tricks up our sleeves. We're going to be doing some custom powder coat to kind of pop and set off the engine bay, make it look real good. And just a couple things that we do here differently is, you know, the instructions. For example, the oil pan on this kit, they have you leave the oil pan on the vehicle and tap and die and put your fittings on while the oil pan's on the vehicle. I'm sure that there's probably no issues with that, and yet the reality is for us, we feel like the better install, the more we can do on the front end to provide less issue for the customer on the back end down the road. That's typically the route we're gonna go. As an example with that, one of the things we did is we actually bought a brand new oil pan, and we actually took the fittings over to a local fabricator. Shout out to Mark and Don over at ProFab Performance, always taking care of us. We took this over to ProFab, and we had ProFab actually weld in the Dash 10 AN fittings for the oil return on the turbos. Again, it's just one of the things that we want to do. We want to go the extra mile. We want to make sure that you're getting the best product when you bring your car to us. And I don't want to do anything any differently to our customer cars than what I would do for my own personal car. So anyway, where we're at currently on this one is we've already got the turbo manifolds are actually placed. We've already had the motor extracted almost all the way up, with the K-member extracted all the way down to remove the oil pan and to place the new oil pan in. We've already got the stuff from Hellion. Like I said, we do have the manifolds on. The turbo compressor housing had a gasket that was failed, so we've got that coming from Boost Lab today. We've got the oil pan built and fabrication completed there. The exhaust manifold on the driver's side had been modified for the previous vehicle, so we've had that fixed and modified to fit this vehicle. So we're making really great headway. The next thing for us is to actually start piecing together the hot side to finish it, and then start piecing together the front side for the turbos and the charge pipes and the intercooler. We've already test fitted the intercooler. We've already test fitted the downpipe, which it's actually an X-pipe feature on this vehicle because they're twin mounted. They're going to mount right here. So we've already test fit all that stuff. We have a good idea of the routing and the way it's going to go. So we're super excited because for us, this will be the first Hellion twin turbo car that's come out of our shop, and it'll be an opportunity for you guys to see the finished product. And so with that being said, I think that there's you know, a talking point there for you guys to understand. We're not so egotistical that we're going to tell you that we know everything, or that we know everything the correct way, or could do everything ourselves. What I want you guys to know is that when you come to Parker Performance, we're humble enough to reach out to other professionals in their specific specialties and have great relationships with those guys to bring you the product that we expect and the product that you desire. The reality is we don't tune and we don't fabricate, but we have amazing fabricators and amazing tuners in our bevy of professionals that we have relationships with. So that's an example here is ProFab obviously coming on board and helping us with those oil fittings, and Lund coming on board and helping us with the tuning on this. Sharp's Customs coming on board and helping us with the powder coating. We don't powder coat here. But those are all things that we do in-house as a service to provide you the end result. So that's basically our intention, right? Is we want to bring you the best product, great pricing, great value, And even if we don't do it, we'll find the right guy that can. So we're gonna be excited to get it back to him, making a ton of jam, and for us to have a really cool product out on the streets for you guys to see. I think that's all. What movie is this song from?
It's the Italian Job.
Yeah, I was way out. I was nowhere near there, so.
Different era, I know.